You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, we've got Victor Newman preparing for war, and he wants every tool possible in his arsenal, and that may include Lily Winters. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and let's get into how Victor might use Lily as a weapon against Cane Ashby. Please hit subscribe if you aren't following us, and let's talk about where the battle lines are being drawn with Victor on one side, Cane on the other, and other factions choosing who they can trust. And Lily is somebody that could have a huge influence in the coming war. So right now, Cane has just arrived to Genoa City, and this week, Victor delivers that news to Lily, who's absolutely furious. She at first blamed Cane for Damian's death, but now realizes Carter was unhinged and Cane didn't know his assistant was unstable. But still, Lily wants nothing to do with Cane, and she feels like if he wasn't playing those reindeer games, Damian might still be alive. Once Lily found out that Cane was Dumas, she's been kind of furious at her ex-husband across the board, and Lily's anger spiraled. It got worse from there. And with Cane and Victor both planning to use any means necessary to win, it's easy to see that Lily could be a big player on the chessboard. Now, Cane wants Lily as his queen by his side, but Victor would love to use her as some sort of pawn in his twisted plan against Cane. So that's the question. Do you want to be a queen? Do you want to be a pawn? Or do you want to say, I'm not going to play your games, and tell them both no? After the truth came out that Carter was the one who had killed Damian, that finally stopped Lily from assuming the absolute worst about Cane. Even though Carter killed Damian to get him out of Cane's way so he could have Lily, she, let that part go. She still remains appalled by Cane's lies, his manipulations, his deception, the whole Dumas thing. And then it got even worse when Lily got back to Genoa City and Chelsea revealed that Cane had dipped out of his chateau in France and came back to GC while he told everybody else they were still trapped on the mountain. So that made Lily even madder at Cane. She thinks Colin is to blame and that his awful influence made his son Cane the worst possible version of himself. And of course, Lily's worried about their children, finding out how bad their dad is now. Lily didn't want Cane to come back to GC at all, but he's here. He's not going away. And all Lily wants to do is just avoid Cane, just to stay away from him. But this week, Victor's making big moves, and he talks to Lily and her brother Devon. So Victor, of course, knows that Cane's Achilles heel, his one big weak spot, is Lily. And everybody knows how badly Cane wants to be reunited with Lily. So for that reason, Victor thinks Lily is the perfect person to use, possibly as a spy, to keep an eye on Cane because of how he approaches her. That means, Victor may want Lily to get into Cane's path rather than staying away from him. So Young and the Restless spoilers confirm that Victor wants Lily to join his revenge plot against Billy and Cane and anybody else who's allying with Lily's ex-husband. Victor tells her, you shouldn't avoid him. That's the worst thing. And she and Devon are hearing him out. Obviously, Victor is going to try real hard to convince Lily to join Team Newman. And that would, right there, just be a huge win over Cane to know that Lily was on their side, and it will drive Cane crazy. But the thing is, in that same conversation where Chelsea and Lily were talking about how awful Cane is and, wondering what he's up to, they were also talking about Victor being shady as heck and totally untrustworthy. So even if Lily considers Victor's proposal, I do think that Lily would go in eyes wide open and with lots of skepticism. Cane made a peace proposal to Victor before they left France, but the mustache rejected it, and he told Cane he's ready to fight. And so he told Victor, if you want war, we can do that. But if Victor Victor wants Lily to pretend to get close to Cane, that might be a big problem for her. That might be a line she doesn't want to cross. I don't even know if Lily can pretend to tolerate Cane, because the bottom line is Lily is fuming at Cane. She has vowed to never forgive him. So if Lily suddenly turned up all smiles and being like, oh, it's cool, I think Cane would be very suspicious. So even if he talked Lily into it, I don't know if it would fly. Given how dirty also that Victor did Lily with Chancellor, I don't even know why she would agree to work with Victor, but maybe she hates Cane more than she dislikes Victor. But if Lily pretends to play nice with Cane while feeding information back to Victor, she might actually start feeling guilty about deceiving Cane. You know, they're both wicked businessmen. And Lily might finally start to see that Cane was right. He's really changed, and she was wrong that Colin was influencing him. Maybe, or maybe he's worse than ever. We'll see. But if Lily betrays Cane and he finds out, I wonder if he would finally give up on his quest to reunite with Lily. But you never know. If she came clean and said, okay, look, I've been spying for Victor, we could see Cane forgive her anyway, because he was hiding behind the Dumas persona and he lured Lily and the others to France. So Cane was being deceptive, and for that reason, he might let it slide that Lily was being deceptive as well. The question is whether Victor could convince Lily to come over to his side and help target Cane. And of course, right now, Lily's actually in a very vulnerable spot because of Damian's death. It's so fresh. And I just wonder if her grief and her anger are going to make it easy for Victor to take advantage of her and to be able to weaponize her. Lily definitely knows she doesn't want a reunion with Cane, but I kind of suspect if Victor approaches Lily about making an alliance, that in the end, no matter how much she dislikes Cane right now, I think she would regret agreeing to any deal she makes with Victor. However, Young and the Restless spoilers say that by the end of this week, Victor does indeed make a deal with somebody unexpected. So it could be Lily, but it could be Chelsea or somebody else. We'll see. This week, after Victor approaches Lily and Devon, we're going to see Lily making a decision about what to do about the proposal. You know, maybe she'll decide she and Devon should just be Switzerland and remain neutral and not even get into it. And on the other hand, Victor might not want to use Lily as a spy to get info on Cane, but may want to use Lily as a source of information, or Victor may want Lily to be a honey trap to use against Cane, kind of like he did with Audra when he had her trying to seduce Kyle for, nefarious reasons. But Lily is not Audra. I don't see her jumping to do what Victor wants, and I especially don't see Lily jumping to seduce anybody, to do Victor any favors. And bottom line, Lily doesn't need Victor's money or power or influence, so I don't even know what he can offer her unless it is to help Lily get some sort of revenge on Cane, if that's what she wants. But the bottom line is Lily is Cane's weak spot, and Victor would definitely want to exploit that. So I'm really interested to see what Lily decides and if she will help Victor take Cane down.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.